Hey, Seekers. I need to put some lips on. Sit tight a minute. I'm still not done. This day. Oh my God. I'm just waiting for people to join. Took a hot shower. I have been running around like crazy all day. Just now decided sit down and do a live. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Yorkie Mom. Hi, Lisa Z. What up? Oh my God, you guys are gonna die laughing at this one. I'm so stupid sometimes. I'll show you. We're gonna go up the dreaded staircase where I should have buns of steel by now. Freaking, just today alone, I've been up and down here about 10 times. Hi, Jamie Lynn. Linda J. Linda Brocklehurst. Oh my God. We're going in the diva room. And I haven't even made my bed yet in the diva room. Good Lord. It's not like me to do that. Okay, so I wanted to buy something. All right, so I wanted to buy something for right there. Let me clean this off. For right here, just right here. There's my soap shop packing stuff. Hi, Dominant Man. Where the hell have you been? We missed you. Love the whip. That's awesome. So anyway, I wanted to buy something to go right here. Keep, some clothes in. Hi, Tracy. So I ordered something, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. And what a steal, man. This is a great price. So I put it all together. It came today. Hi, Exploitation. It came today. So I put it all together, and it ends up being this. Is that supposed to be like a dresser? Hello, that looks like a toy chest. So guess what it is now? It's a fan stand. But I needed something to put like underwear, pajamas. I mean, sorry, but there's no way. I put it over under the TV and it was hysterical. So you see the length of this? This is how stupid I was. I thought that was the height. Well, there you have it. So I did get all the stuff off here. My plan is to only have hanging clothes all in here. And then over here is going to be over here is going to be my makeup vanity with the Hollywood mirrors. Oh my God, this thing is so little. It's like doll furniture. Look at how low that thing is. But I mean, it is cool, and it did end up having a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd love to have a fan on me when I sleep. I can't stand stagnant air. So it ended up having a purpose because it's below my picture. Nice that you have a hubby to support you during this time. Yes, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. So that's just crazy. So I'm trying to work on the walk-in closet. I've been working on that all day. I got to get this big beast of a box out of here. So I got to cut that down. Doll furniture, seriously. Bullshit. So there you have it. I try to get down the stairs safely. So now I think my plan is I'm going to measure the height I want. And then I'm going to go find in person something for that area. Oh my God. So I haven't stopped. I have not stopped all day. I've been trying to organize and clean 2,000 square feet. I'm never bored. I mean, I gotta be honest, this is like, I wasn't a camper. You know what I'm saying? I could clean the whole thing in less than half hour. And everything had its place. Oh, my shirt? Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I just got done showering. I feel amazing. You have very great house. Well, thank you. I'm trying. Just a lot of work. I saved for this. I saved for a camper. then when we decided to stay here, I'm investing it into my decor. Oh my God. So anyway, unbelievable. I go to the grocery store yesterday. Here we go again. All the shelves are empty. Can't even get a can of beans. Can't get any rice. Unless you want that old-fashioned shit. No, I like boiling bags. Thank you, Dominant Man. Bubba's in the house. I just filled Bubba after my hot shower. And I was I was in the background, I'm listening to whatever BS is hitting the news today. And it's so funny how they find a subject and then they run it all day. Then tomorrow, a new subject. I think someone that enters chat is not who they say they are. I'm watching. You watch, Yorkie Mom. Keep an eye on that shit. I don't really care. I don't really care. It is really sad. Here's the thing about YouTube that's really sad, is that people are obsessed with other people's channels. To the point that, so you must be doing good. You must be doing good. If another YouTube creator is keeping an eye on your channel, you must have something they like. Because nobody just hates somebody because of their content. That makes no sense. You either agree with someone's values or opinions or lifestyle, or you don't. It's that simple. I mean, that's really how simple it should be, but I don't know. There's some people out there, I gotta be honest, that you wouldn't even want a friend in real life. True that. So anyway, today on the news, here's the big one. Trump downplayed the virus. Well, he is the leader of this free country. He really shouldn't act like a crazy lunatic or act out in a panic. I think that it is very stoic to play something down so people don't get scared. We had enough news doing that for us, remember? But here's the funny part. So when he made that statement on February 7th, now remember, the end of January, he closed down the China border, right? So remember, February 7th, what? Look what's happened to Prepper. I don't even know who that is. I have not been spending money on non-essentials. Whoops. Oh, well, good for you. You shouldn't. You should save your money. I was in my work all this time. I was on military base. Wow. So anyway, he closes down the border to China at the end of January. February 7th, he made a statement saying that this virus is deadly, 5 times deadlier than the flu, and blah, blah, blah. Now, February 24th, there's Nancy Pelosi down in Chinatown inviting everybody down. And Biden was calling him a xenophobe when he was trying to tell people that this virus is 5 times deadlier than the flu. And then, I know, I'll get to that, Lisa Z. Then on the 28th, Biden said, I'm trying to remember now. I got all distracted. So the 24th, Pelosi had everybody trying to come to Chinatown. I found that to be kind of racist, too. I mean, she could have been in the mall and said, just live your life, but no, she went to Chinatown. Invited everybody down there. Like, put them on display. It was weird. It's very weird. And then, what was it Biden said on the 28th? Oh, my God. It was all odd. But the funny part is there's timestamps, there's proof. And why do you just say something and then make it out to be, you know, because he said, you know, it'll go away, it'll go away. Like, he just wanted people to remain calm. Okay, and then you put in all the timestamps of the CDC, stating this wasn't, the WHO said this wasn't human-to-human contact, blah, blah, blah. So are you talking about Pelosi? Who are you talking about? She called out her stalker, you mean? Who are you talking about? Pelosi? And the hairdresser? The hairdresser has to close her salon now because of all the death threats from Democrats. I know. It's sad. Oh my God, there's so much gaslighting. There's so much gaslighting and deflection and projection, and you got to see through that stuff. If somebody is constantly in a heightened state of manic, they got something going on, and they need help. And trying to destroy others to feel better is not the way to do it. That is just making it worse. Like, the people just will not feel bad for you. I mean, it's terrible what they've done to this salon owner. It's crazy. Way back when March, pretty apparent as president, he was doing what a president should do, is not to cause panic. I know, and that's what they do, is and I'm like, okay, so he downplayed it. We still have a record of H1N1, where not only did Biden and Obama downplay H1N1, they didn't allow the media to talk about it anymore. And it killed hundreds of thousands of people. 60 million people were infected with it. And 2 of my family members, I have not had one family member get the COVID. I'm not saying that they couldn't. I'm just saying that the H1N1 seemed to be way more contagious to me than this COVID. And maybe it is because we're wearing masks and we locked down. I don't know. But had they done that for H1N1, hell, had they do this every year for the seasonal flu that kills 130 to 150 children? I mean, if you're taking such a stand on saving our lives, that you're willing to get rid of our constitutional rights to earn a living, worship in a church, gather, assemble. I mean, if this is the new narrative for the rest of our lives, we will have to do this with everything. I mean, like I said, TB's still out there. Someone coughs or sneezes on you, you're getting TB. If they have it, there's no vaccine for it. And that one is just as contagious. They did ignore H1N1. They ignored it. They seen the numbers. They didn't want to ruin the economy because they wanted to have a great-looking economy. Not only that, do you read about all the illegal immigrants that were tossed out of this country by them because they wanted their economic numbers to look good. A lot of things are hush-hush. This is what I call, this is projecting. You're blaming someone else for what you're guilty of. You know what I'm saying? You're projecting the things you've done onto other people. So there you go. I mean, people got to wake up, see what's going on. They know they're going to lose, so they're literally grabbing at everything. They're even trying to find new Russia shit. Like, they're trying to find a new whistleblower. I mean, this is nuts. They spied on him. That's treason. That's treason. He'd have been nailed to the wall for that. Hell, he'd be sitting in jail for that. But anyway, I just report what I see. So I like to do it in short form, summarize it. And you guys know those fires. What? Now they went from California to Oregon to Washington State because the Santa Ana winds are blowing the embers everywhere and dropping them in other states, creating new wildfires. The sky of California is orange, and now they're thinking it may go into Vancouver. Do you know what started this? A gender reveal party. Oh yeah, they stole a lot of money. Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did. But see, you don't talk about that because they're not the ones funding the mainstream media behind the scenes. It is not the establishment that funds. It's the ones higher up. Obama tried. He tried what? To do something about H1N1 before 157,000 people died? No. He didn't do shit. He quit reporting on it. And they knew it was out of control, and they didn't want to ruin the economy. Those fires are horrid. A gender reveal party. A gender reveal party. Wow. I'll bet they're going to be banned now. Or they're going to quit selling those things that, you know, blow out the colored smoke. It's some kind of, I don't even know what it's called. But that's what did it. It's got a thing in it that ignites. How horrible would you feel, right? Knowing you were the cause? I don't know how they decided it was the gender reveal party that did it. It looked like Mars here yesterday. I know we've been seeing the pictures and the video. We're going to name that baby Firestarter. What was the name? Okay, you know the movie Firestarter. What was the name of the girl? What was the little girl's name? Because if it's a girl, they need to name her that. What was her name? Remember that movie? If she got mad enough, she could start fires. That's some parts of... Yeah, it was Drew Barrymore, but what was the name of the little girl in the movie? Well, name her Drew. Boy or girl. Carrie. That's not funny, though, but that sucks. I mean, I thought it was going to be like a campfire or someone threw a cigarette out into a big, you know, dried out field of hay. I don't know. I just assumed that it was nature. You know, nature has a way of renewing itself, and you know, when you don't clean out the bed of the forest, you creating fire starters when the heat, you know, there you go. I know people have died. Like 7 people have died. Hi, I'm Gam. Hi, a.k.a. Shaza. I heard it was also someone target shooting. Tori said that's not the cause. Well, that's what they're reported. That's what people were reporting. I don't know. So go find the cause, come back, Tori, and tell me what it is. Yeah, it was like a smoke bomb that someone said shot out blue or pink. It's some kind of smoke bomb thing. Bless you, Rosanna, Dana. Oh, you're talking about something else. I'm sure he stole money. Been hearing gender reveal here in California. That's what I was told. Gender reveal. And it was from one of them smoke bomb things that shoots out the color of whatever. It was a gender reveal deal. Right, it's all over the news in Vegas. That's what I thought. Tori. Always trying to make me a liar, people. There you go. It was a gender reveal. Now we already found out, Tori. It was like a pink or blue rocket fireworks thing. Yes. Obviously, many witnesses saw it happen. Right. The fire on Highway 410 may have been a cigarette. Possibly. Yep. So there you go. There's a video of it. Oh my God, I can't. Liberals make a big deal out of their kids' gender here on the West Coast. The blue smoke is the key. Dominant man. It was like a rocket thing. It's like a smoke bomb rocket thing. And it shoots everything out, but unfortunately it went into some tall grass and lit it up. Then the Santa Ana winds took it on from there. It don't take but a minute when there's a drought or there's debris to get a fire going on the West Coast. The guy told everyone to run. It happened so fast. But why aren't the trees burned down? I have no idea. I have no idea. What do you mean? Why aren't the trees burned down? That doesn't make sense. Fucking 10 million acres. Trees are burnt to the ground. 3 people. I heard 7 have died so far. Exploitation says I saw burned trees. Tori, are you a lover or a hater? Spill it now. Spill it now. And that area is mainly this yellow grass. Right. Tall yellow grass. Come on, Tori, spill it. Lover or hater? Charlie McGee was Drew Barrymore's character's name. Charlie, there you go. Another unisex name. There you go. Unbelievable. They don't burn the underbush like most states do. They aren't normal fires. What are you saying, Tori? Why aren't they normal? What's normal? Oh, you're a lover. Okay, good to know. Good to know, Tori. So anyway, tonight we're going to do members only live. Always look for the link in the community page. We usually do it kind of 9:30 p.m. at night. So, in the diva room. I still can't get over that stupid chest I got. Oh my God. I said, what in the hell is this? A coffee table? And it said dresser. When the West Coast does not do controlled burns to clear old dried up debris, it just sits there waiting for a spark, and there you go. Right. That's what I said. I mean, take care of your state. Maybe you do need to split up California into North and South, because evidently one governor cannot handle that entire state. And I get it. It's a big state. Split it up. North and South Dakota, North and South Carolinas. Split it up. Quit talking about it and just do it. Hi, Paula. There's the member join button if you want to join. We're doing a members only live, private live and chat tonight. Tell me, you like Netflix? I don't like Netflix. There's only 3 shows I watch on Netflix, and it's the only reason I keep it. Other than that, no. Amazon Prime Video has way better movies. Netflix never adds a damn thing worthwhile. Once in a while, a documentary. Hulu is the best. And now I like Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime will even do newly released movies. And you can literally purchase it, and they charge you from your Amazon account. You can watch movies that literally just hit the movie theater or just leaving the movie theater, because we know COVID is keeping us all from assembling and gathering. Did you see Biden was in Michigan yesterday? Huh. I also noticed that people didn't have masks on. They were all close together. So, Pelosi, I think you just opened the door for people to start removing their masks. Thank you. Johnny could put some legs underneath your mini dresser. No, thank you. It's even too short. Listen, it's a perfect fan stand, okay? So now I can go with something else under my TV. So there you go. I do. I love Hulu. I just paid for Stars, because I don't even remember why. They have good movies. That's right. Joe Hayden, not Biden. Joe Hayden. Yeah. So today, Trump comes to Michigan, and this crazy Stretch and Gretchen doesn't want him here. Well, tough shit. You don't own this state. Well, you know what? I'm getting real tired of you acting like Tony Soprano, speaking for all of us, and she don't want to see all the supporters of Trump. She's already seen them, because we have Trump parades here in Michigan, all around the Capitol. 250 to 1,000 people in decked out cars and vehicles. I haven't seen a Biden-Harris parade yet. There were more Trump supporters than Biden supporters. Did you see that pathetic Biden rally? Did you see that? Do you know what he was greeted by when he got out of the car, Warren? Trump supporters screaming 4 more years. There's a video out. I was laughing so hard I couldn't stand it. He was met by Trump supporters. What does that tell you? When you run a state like this, a Democratic governor runs a state like she's been doing for COVID, she already told us, we will not lift any restrictions until there's a vaccine. That's what she just told us all. Oh, I'm sorry. So now people are talking about having a mask off party and boycotting any corporate business. Only ordering from little mom and pop restaurants for Grubhub and shit, and supporting small business America and boycotting any corporate business in the state of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? They could have handled this way better and maybe changed some minds, persuaded people. But no, they came at it like dictators and tyrants in the government states. They're letting people not be safe. And so guess what? It backfired. Why wouldn't they think it backfired? I mean, why wouldn't they think this would backfire? I don't even know what Pluto is. I read the judges in court discussed Michigan Whitmer issues for 4 hours yesterday, but no decision. I know, we're waiting for the Supreme Court to rescind her orders because they're unconstitutional. And even though they're in her back pocket, their job as Supreme Court, voted in by Michiganders, is to uphold the Constitution. If they do not, we will be seeking the removal of them and going to the federal Supreme Court. Oh, okay. I saw Florida showing more red than blue. Of course they are. The only blue that's there is the old people that came down there and, left their blue states. Just like when Californians left California and moved to Austin, Texas, and they're trying to change Austin, Texas. They may be a blue city like Seattle, but they'll never be a blue state. And the people can't stand them. They go down there trying to put their values and create their own neighborhoods. That's why they have to move in, in thousands and settle in one area, because that way they can dominate it and take it over. And then the Republicans or the conservatives will move out of that area. And then that little area, that little city will end up being run and controlled. This is a game of chess. It's like a game of Risk, right? Because here we go again, I said, with the empty shelves. Here we go again at the grocery store. Now I'm making a list of shit I need to put back in my cabinets. You go in there one day and there's no creamer. I just can't with this bullshit. So now they're in a flashback of when the Democrats and the media downplayed COVID, calling Trump a xenophobe for closing the border, which he saved lives doing. Maybe they're mad because they wanted it to be a full, horrible infection. Remember, they were all against closing the border, and he did it anyway. Exactly. I'm done with this agenda. I can't. They're just gonna, how many more days of this shit do we have? I mean, I gotta give us all credit, but I put up a video yesterday. I put the link in my Facebook private group before it's taken down off YouTube. And it was this California retired military guy that owned a business. And, I can't remember where at in California. But anyway, he was talking about, he went in front of like the whole city council and basically said, if you guys don't knock this off and let us earn a living to feed our children, you are looking at civil war. And this isn't a threat, this is a promise. There are millions gathering in democratic states. So you can't play with people's lives like you're doing. You can't strip them of their income. You can't take food off the table and think they're gonna lay there like a rug and just die of starvation, of frustration. You can't. People will turn into animals. And they're already collectively sharing their frustration, on platforms. And all that's going to fuel is as bad or worse than what you're already seeing in the streets. And they will blame so many people for taking away their freedoms and their rights. Wear a face mask if you feel you should. That's it. Do not tell me, Biden, that if you're elected, it will be mandatory. They are now making it mandatory to play outdoor sports. I'm sorry, but I really don't believe I'm going to see the Detroit Lions on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't believe I'm going to see the Detroit Lions with masks on. This is just for families. Do you see what I'm saying? It's rules for thee, but not for me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry, Biden. It's never going to happen. You are never going to mandate us like some dictator that we must wear masks at all time. Did you know that our governor is calling on people to walk our towns and cities to make sure we're being compliant? This is the new thing. She is wasting money hiring people to be thugs. This is the new thing. She's literally doing this. Yes, frustration will eventually lead to desperation, and they're there. They're there because the Senate is voting today to pass the $300 billion stimulus plan that will put $1,200 back in your pocket, that will stop people from being evicted, that will continue the unemployment insurance. And the House Democrats are going to block it. Pelosi and her gang of thugs are going to block it again. Once they block this again is when people are really holding faith because it's being voted on today. It could be passed tomorrow. People are counting on this. And I'm telling you right now, that's when you're going to see desperation. This is so sickening. I am absolutely disgusted with our country, of the way we're being treated. Everyone's sick of it. People are talking. People are talking in the grocery store about it. This is what happens. Do you see what I'm saying? First, you throw fear at people. Then, we do everything we're asked to do. And then, time keeps ticking on in only certain states and only certain... What? What's this all about? What? This doesn't make any sense. So then people start questioning shit. Then the CDC pops out. Well, only 6% of the people that walked through the 6, 7, 9,000, 9 million people that actually were infected with COVID that were positive, 6% of those people, 6% of the people that died, 6% of the people that died came out to 9,000 people. Just died only because of COVID. The other 94%, they already had an illness that messed up their immune system to fight this. And that happens every year with the flu. Underlying conditions. If you get influenza A, which is the worst, can be fatal. So you all have to be careful. You have to wash your hands. You have to do this. You have to do that. I guarantee you this flu season, you're going to see way less of the flu. In fact, we did last, didn't we, during the winter? I mean, I got to be honest, I didn't even hear one flu count. All I heard was COVID. So anyway, when people found this out, we thought things would lighten up. We thought that they would say, okay, Now we know. CDC just reported it. Here we go. Let's start opening up. Let's get the wheels going. But wait. Not so fast. Flu season starts in October. We're going to stay shut down because we don't know what's going to happen. So we literally have gone full cycle back to the beginning. The store shelves are emptying again. This mail-in voting is taking top priority over us getting back to work or any stimulus money to help people out. I mean, this... And how many people die every day in this country just normally? How many have died from suicide from this COVID? Losing their jobs, their businesses, they sunk every dime they have into closing. They were just getting by on their own anyway, but at least it paid the bills and they were proud of themselves. How many people killed themselves? How many people that were recovering addicts went back to alcohol or drugs? None of this stuff's getting reported. None of this. And it's in the thousands. You're lucky you live in a red state. But I'm telling you right now, people have held out because of fear of death. And now the fear of no money is going to cause desperation. Desperate people do desperate things. And there's already a whisper out there. I say, open it up, protect the elderly, protect the sick, let people get back to work, and young people earn a living for their family. And those with a doctor's note, they don't have to. How about that? You couldn't fix this? You couldn't think that deep? I mean, you're literally got people sick to their stomach watching this insanity unfold month after month after month after month. I mean, what are we on? Month 7? Hi, Renee. I mean, really, month 7? I know, Iowa, you're lucky. Finally get a notification, but can't stay. Okay, Tammy, love you. Another Iowan. That's exactly right. We are still under regulations to wear a mask in any business until the end of November. I see. Ours is till the end of October right now, but we got the Supreme Court judging on it. Now, if the Supreme Court says, yeah, this is unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional, which it is. This is all unconstitutional. It is not the law to wear a mask. It's a mandated order. So you take the chance of going into a store and they say, nope, you can't shop here. And you say, okay, won't be back. That's it. But everybody's running around. Wait. No, I see people all the time here. Walk right through those doors with no mask on. There isn't a person that comes up and approaches them here. They put it on the door. It's mandated. So if she wants to send one of her goons in that she's hiring to watch us and hand us fines, because you can't even say she put it in her orders unless medically unable. So which is it, Gretchen? Are you going to send people down here to tell us we have to put a mask on, but in your order it states unless I'm medically unable? So which is it? So if one of your goons comes up to me and I don't have a mask on, and they say, where's your mask? I'm not medically able to wear one. What are they going to do? It's in your orders. Everybody's carrying it on their phone. They are carrying your orders as a photo on their phone to show all these ignorant store employees that this is the order. Not whatever your manager told you. He should have printed it off, hung it in the office, and said, hey, here's the order. If they have a child 5 and under, they don't have to wear a mask. Because people are catching shit for that here in Michigan. And then if you not wearing a mask and they ask you, HIPAA violation. They can't even ask you what medical condition you have. They aren't allowed to by law. HIPAA. That's the health privacy. So You just say, I have a medical condition, I can't wear a mask. That's it. It's dropped. It doesn't mean they won't refuse you service. But then you might be out there protesting discrimination against health codes and HIPAA. You can be out there with signs protesting this store. See, where there is law, there is order. Where there is orders, there is freedoms. So this is not a law. This is just an order. They have to hang the signs. That's it. People are out there on their bicycles, wearing masks, heavy breathing and sweating back in their own freaking carbon monoxide, dioxide. You can't do that. This is going to rot your teeth. This is going to make you sick. God knows what the long-term effects on children's going to be. How many people are expendable for whatever's going on? Did you see the new face shield? It hangs around your neck and goes up this way. And you can just drop it down if you're going to eat. Then you pop it back up. I ain't wearing that. And they don't even accept it in half the places here in Michigan because they want no one to see you smile. They don't want anyone to see your mouth, which keeps you quiet. Do you see what I'm saying? I call it Shut Up America. Someone needs to make that mask. And we should all wear it. Red, white, and blue. Shut Up America. That's what we need. Not kitty cats and bling. Yes, I do approve of the I can't breathe. Good job. I do approve of that. I love those masks. I want one. I think the only mask out there should be hashtag I can't breathe, and then Shut Up America. Because here in Michigan, they're starting to go, she did something behind the scenes to get rid of face masks, or face shields. I'm sorry, face shields. Face shields. They're not allowed. They won't protect you. How do you know, you crazy bitch? Pelosi got her hair done with no mask. So I would think a face shield would help you. And if not, we're responsible for our own lives. I love to think that you're responsible for our lives, but you're not. Put a pin in it, Gretchen. This is your last reign in this state. I'm pretty sure Cuomo's done. Watch the doctor. I heard about that face diaper things. That's what he was saying. That doctor said his kids are not wearing or doing any sports wearing a face diaper because they don't know the long-term effects. Exactly. Remember, at one point, they canceled school because they're the super spreaders. Then this fall comes rolling around, and I don't know, kids, they're just, they just don't really have any complications from it. Let's open school. Okay, you open school, the kids all excited, they go running back to school. Some kids coming home with a different mask than they went to school with because, hello, they're kids. They sure as shit aren't going to wear a mask all day or else somebody else is prettier and they want it. I like your mask better than mine. I like yours better than mine. They share lunch, for shit's sake. So what'd you think was going to happen? Then all of a sudden, oh my God, there's cases, close the school. You put these people through all this hell. You put these parents through probably spending the last amount of savings they had to go buy all the supplies for school because they're not even supplied anymore. Parents have to go out there and spend an arm and a leg to make sure their kids have new school clothes, new tennis shoes for gym class, make sure they have pencils and paper. We don't even supply that anymore to school children, and binders, and that is sick. You know why? Because they know Americans will do it. They know we can start a GoFundMe and the Americans will kick in and do it. So why should our taxpayer money go towards school? The state, this is a state thing, not federal. Why should the money we're paying, why should the money they're taking in from casinos, the money they're taking in from the lottery, and from all our paychecks, why should they give back to the children? How about free lunch for these kids? You're literally making money off of kids eating. What's it cost you per kid to feed them? Gordon's Food Service, right? That truck rolls in and you can feed an army. But these kids got to be made to feel like losers. If their parents can't afford it, they don't qualify for free lunch. You can't just feed the kids. But you want to allow in all these illegal immigrants and give them housing and grants. And how does this make sense to anyone? We don't even supply sports equipment for kids in school anymore. Thank God when I was in school, man, I had 2 track suits. You know, I had everything I needed to play sports. Volleyball uniform, you just grabbed them out of the box, you got a uniform. Not today. Shit, your kid wants to play football? Take out a loan. Your kid wants to play an instrument to see if they're musically talented? Take out a loan. Oh yeah, families provide it all at the schools. They supply backpacks full. Listen, my mom's been doing it for years. She goes and stuffs backpacks. The parents all chip in the community. They buy all these notebooks and pencils and everything you could think of that kids would need to get started with school, and the backpacks. Then on a certain day, and then my mom goes and stuffs all these backpacks, there's probably 300, then on a certain day, the parents bring their kids in the whole day to pick up a backpack. And that's what society does for each other. So when we do come together, we are a force to be reckoned with, correct? You've pushed us to this. You've pushed us to come together and help each other. Well, when we're all suffering and become desperate, we're turning our heads. Are we not? Do I have thoughts on who will win the presidency? I would have to be a psychic. Mail-in voting? Probably Biden. In-person voting? Trump. So, if you've noticed, certain states get to do mail-in voting, get to do poll voting, and other states don't. It doesn't take a genius. It really doesn't even take a half-wit. They've already said that mail-in voting, many, probably millions, of ballots will not make it for Election Day. It'll be weeks, probably months. It's a sad state of affairs. If we can go to the grocery store, but we can't stay 6 feet apart with a mask on and vote, we can go to all these campaign rallies, but we can't go to a football game or a baseball game. Anywhere we could gather for a purpose, we're not allowed. We're not allowed. You're lucky you'll be voting in person. We may not even have polls here. Yeah, a lot of people come together, exploitation, and have rallies where the community comes together and churches come together to help take care of feeding families, and communities comes together to make sure kids have all the school supplies they need, because our states do not do anything for our children anymore. So I say homeschool. I did for a bit, but that was not fun. Anywhere we look at as fun is stopped. Absolutely. Just it depends on the state now. But when it comes to the NFL and it comes to the Major League Baseball, see, the thing, listen, they've already got them talking like they're politicians. They're using anything anybody looks up to or has a passion for, actresses, actors, sports teams. They've got them in the political arena now, and they're losing everyone's respect. Your job is to play football. Without your fans, you have nothing. There are a lot of fans. Remember last year? They were burning uniforms. You can't just make a political statement and think your fans, you see it on YouTube. You do something shitty, and then you expect people to be there for you. Now, I'm sorry, respect is earned, not just given out, not demanded. It will do this. No, so guess what? I've heard a lot of people that will not be buying season tickets anymore, will not be attending games, will not be giving a dime to the NBA or the NFL, won't be giving a dime anymore. People are like, you know what? I think I'm just going to get involved with the fantasy football this year. I think I'm going to just stay away from NFL. I learned one thing. I can go 6 months without sports. I could probably go a lifetime. Do you love the NBA? Listen, I love all sports. My favorite is Major League Baseball. I do like good football, but I like college football better than on NFL. Because college, you can see the passion in them. You can see them trying to give you an exciting game because it gives them, they're all fighting to be in the NFL. So they want to be noticed. They want to be put in the front. So they tend to make the game a little bit more exciting. NFL, players get a little lazy because here you go. Here's your $60 million contract. And it's guaranteed for the next 4 years, no matter how shitty you play. They don't do that in college, right? So there you go. I like Major League Baseball because I got to be honest. Major League Baseball doesn't tend to get political very often. They're kind of like, nah, we just want to play baseball. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but that's not the reason I love Major League Baseball. It's because I have been a Tigers fan since I was a kid. Whether they win or lose, I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm a Tiger fan. My daughter forfeited her Titans seasonal tickets this year. Exactly. We know the polls lie. They only do a small sampling. You can't do a small sampling when there is a silent majority of people who will never let you know what their vote is until Election Day. They know this. Why do you think they want mail-in voting? Did you see some... Listen, the way they even have it set up is stupid. They're going to be hiring people to sit there and sort our ballots. Humans touching it. First of all, how is that even COVID effective? But there's an R and a D on them. So they can... What, are they going to be sitting in front of a little steamer? Pulling it out and looking at it? No. No, I said let's do drive-up polls. You stay in your car. You know what I'm saying? You fill out your ballot. And you put it in the electronic counter by your car. Hey, we've pulled up to the blue mailboxes before and shoved our mail in there. See, they don't want any of that. They want these young... I've already seen them. They've been showing it. These young kids sitting there sorting our ballots. Can you even imagine? Oh, my God. How'd you like to make a little more money? Crazy. Hey, Shady Booty. How are you? Fashionably late. Well, it's okay. But anyway, do you see how this could go wrong? They're like, how dare Trump say this could be a corrupt election with mail-in voting? People don't want to die. Okay, put a pin in it. We're not sitting in a baseball stadium next to each other, shoulder to shoulder to vote. We're walking up to a machine, okay? We're still walking up to ATM machines. We're still going grocery shopping. That's crazy. That is crazy narrative. Because you're saying one thing, but we're doing another. So there is a way to do this. Do you think what would be coming out of their mouth if they weren't scared and they were guaranteed they were going to win? They would be saying, We're going to make sure this election counts and every vote counts. We are going to create in every state, we're going to give funding to create safe voting. There will be spaced apart. You will wait or make an appointment, but your vote will count and they will all be in for election night. That's what they would be saying. Not go mass mail 80 million ballots without anybody even asking for them. They will be stolen out of your freaking mailbox and filled out by somebody else and tossed in that damn voting box. Please. Then you got millennials sitting there sorting our election ballots. I can't. This is how this will work. My God. You could mail a letter today to grandma and it will get lost in the mail. How many birthday cards and Easter cards are lost a year because people believe there's money in them? How many? Millions. Remember Yorkie Mom? Did you not send out an Easter card? How many months did it take, or did it ever even show up to your grandchild? Just a simple mail in the mailbox. And it went south so fast. I can't. They seriously think that we are morons, which is starting to insult people. The desperate people are getting very insulted. The news is worse than ever. So much propaganda. I know, and you can't let it trigger you because they're just throwing words on a screen to see what will stick. I'm still investigating the Cuomo Cohen audio tapes that were released. We're all been insulted. But that's what they want to do. They want to pit us up against each other. Because if you say to someone, hey, just look at this stuff. How does it make sense to you with just common sense? I'm not telling you to be intelligent or anything. Someone accused me thinking I was the smartest person on earth. I am giving you my opinion on the shit being thrown in my lap from the TV. So, what did you say, Yorkie Mom? 3 months. Took 3 months for a birthday card to get to her granddaughter. But how could you not use your common sense? How could you not go, change my mind? So they got us out there. You say to someone, hey, doesn't this seem weird when we could do this? And they're like, you don't care about people. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. So people just finally go, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to put a Trump sign in my yard. I'm just not going to deal with the hassle. That's what people are doing. Because they're like, I'll just go vote. So instead of putting your billboard out on your yard, I mean, of course people are doing it on their boats because nobody can touch them. People are putting it on their car and having parades because then nobody will come in your yard. You strip it all off, you throw it in the back of your truck, and you drive home. See what I'm saying? Those are the silent majority. You're not getting your internet poll from them. You're not seeing their yard with any signs whatsoever. But I'll tell you what, those hiding Biden and whatever people, Harris, they got no problem putting their signs in the yard. I've seen two. So if they were proud Democrats, oh, trust me, they'll put their signs in the yard. Trump supporters? No, they won't. Because they want to watch you cry again. They're called the silent majority. And if you don't believe for a minute that they are huge, well, go back and watch 2016 election night. There's plenty of footage on it. You thought you were so far in the polls. I swear to God, I think Hillary already had a banner made for her car. I think she was getting new carpeting put in Air Force One. But the silent majority came out and dropped them all to their knees. I literally watched. Actually, I watch the videos now and I really think, I just laugh. I'm just like, oh my God, you didn't see that coming. That's the beauty of it. So you can create all these narratives, but people that are smart, all you did was turn them. You may have turned them for you to against you. All you governors and mayors. So there you go. Nobody is going to live in a socialist America. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. As much a corporation wants us all to work for them and not have anything for ourselves, it's not going to happen. Those corporations should move themselves to other countries where they can dominate, but and leave small business America to the United States of America. Maybe time corporate America leaves. Every time the Biden team opens their mouth, another Trump supporter is born. Shishi, you're still talking about Pluto TV. I have cable TV, but yes, I do dip around on the internet to find other news sources. I basically will compare and contrast Fox News with CNN. They're the two extremists. But Fox News, you know, they're not always on Trump's side. Let's put it that way. If he screws up, they call him out. But there's really no credible news source. I will vote for anyone who has free hair care for all. Right? I feel bad for that that woman's salon. Death threats? Because you showed Pelosi. I feel sorry for that woman. Talk about trolling you. Wow. Holy wow. I don't watch any of them anymore. I've been running all over this house today. I had the news playing in the background so I knew what the new bullshit agenda is or the new narrative or the new fake news is. Oh my God, they're still showing maps. Oh, if Biden takes this state and if Trump takes this state, what does it matter, dude? You're never going to get a result on election night. It's not going to happen. Do you even understand that this is going to make the 2000 Al Gore Bush election that literally a movie was made about? It's going to make it look like an ice cream social. And that was one big eruption in this country. That is going to look like nothing compared to what's going to happen November 4th and December 4th, January 4th. Oh, we don't have everything in before the new president. Pelosi's now president. Do you guys see this? It won't be, if no winner's declared, Trump don't go on. No. They both have to sit back while Nancy Pelosi is your acting president. So wouldn't the whole world, the whole country, wouldn't the whole country be pushing for, you know, in-person voting? Just make it safe, like when we grocery shop, which isn't safe. Half the people don't have a mask on. There's no more arrows on the floor. Nobody gives a shit. People stand right behind me. Look at Biden's rally. People didn't even have masks on. They were up close. He was talking to someone like this. No mask on, so come on. And he's 80 years old. Shouldn't we be going, wait a minute. Great, we can vote now. They're having rallies. We can vote now. Nope. I can't believe you're still pushing mail-in voting. After the hair salon thing, she's 80. She ain't scared. Biden was out there doing his rally with no mask on. Trump always has been, because he probably knows the truth. You know, the truth is, come or don't. Be responsible for yourself. Oh, anonymous news channels, me too. I watch like Blaze TV, Next News Network on YouTube. What's the other one? I keep up on the government with shit. And I watch Tim Pool. I don't watch, this is what I like about Tim Pool. He started out so against Trump. And you've watched the shift. It's so funny. It's so funny. You watch the shift. And that's what's cool. But I like people who put things out there and compare them to other things like I'm trying to do, and let you make up your own mind. Because I don't care who you vote for. I really don't give a shit. Who knows? If this keeps going on, I could get to a point where I'll vote for either one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. I mean, police chiefs are stepping down in all kinds of cities. It's insanity. It just doesn't end. It's getting exhausting. And I'm getting tired of our governor making constant threats against us. We were called heroes for, flattening the curve. And now she is just coming at us. How dare you think you can walk around with no mask on? How dare you? These orders will never lift until there's a vaccine. Who the hell is she? She is making Michiganders so mad. And if this Michigan Supreme Court does not rule in favor of the people who went through 4 months of putting in for this Supreme Court ruling, and they literally kept putting them off, and the Supreme Court kept putting them off. We're like, why? It's not like you have a bunch of cases to hear. This is the biggest case that should be on your docket. The American people and their constitutional rights, and you kept pushing us off, which tells you they're in their back pocket. If they rule against the American people of Michigan, it is not going to be good. I am watching the groups. I'm listening to them getting angrier. That if this congregated effort to do all the paperwork, get the lawyers to overlook them to make sure they are worded exactly the way they need to be worded, or else she can keep saying, oh, well, that's not worded right. Throw it out. She knows every tiny little thing when it comes to, law jargon. So they hired a lawyer. People actually gave what money they had left to just chip into this so they can have their small business back. You don't understand. This has taken months. And if it gets poo-pooed by the Michigan Supreme Court, these people are already angry enough, trust me. And that's what I'm talking about. There are so many of these groups in certain states, California, New York, Michigan. Even if vaccines, she can't force anyone to take it. That's our point. That's our point. What next? You're going to force us to take it? What is this? And now they're calling her Whitler. Hitler. People will leave this state. People have left this state. People have left New York in the thousands. They've left California. They will have to put me in a coma to get that vaccine. All right, come on now. It's up to companies to require it for employment. It is not up to your governor. And she does not have a right to your medical. It's all crazy. I don't even know. Michigan will be another California or New York. Mass exodus. True that. And I'm going to tell you what, the people in northern Michigan, and pretty much all over Michigan, all have winter places they go. Winter places. So the conservative retirees will leave. Small business owners will leave. They'll go somewhere where they could start over. The only people sticking around here are people on Social Security, who it doesn't affect, and people on government programs that this doesn't affect. That's the only ones that'll stick around. Do you think any of this bothers any of them? No. They're pretty much your Biden voters. Because, first of all, they have no empathy for anyone else going through it. They're not out there, can I help you put some food on your table? Is there anything I can do for you? Can I pay your electric bill for you? Now, people that actually do that for people don't talk about it. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but those people, no, they just sit their ornery asses in their house and bark at their TV. But they're not out there making a difference. They're not out there being a part of any movement. They're not out there fighting for their constitutional rights because they don't care. They probably have a hefty bank account. They probably have a beautiful home that's paid off, and nothing's really changed in their life. And they don't really put themselves in other people's shoes. So there you go. That's the people you're talking about. And she'll cry because no one will be paying the taxes. California said if you leave, you still pay California tax. I heard that. If you leave the state of California, you still have to pay a California tax for so long. Not if you go get your residency in another state. You can't make... See the dictatorship? This is what you people want? You Trump derangement people? This is what you want? A dictatorship? You want this wealth redistribution? You're going to have the highest income taxes you've ever had in your life? So they can give it to illegal immigrants coming into the country or people that... I can't. I can't. They're programs. Free housing, free health insurance. They're going back to Obamacare. Oh my God, Biden said the worst thing that ever happened was we're bringing back universal health care. That was the worst thing that happened to any of us that work for a living. That was the worst thing you could do to us. What we had to pay, why don't you just change the guidelines of Medicaid? Why don't you change the parameters? That's all you got to do. Why create some new health care? You cannot make doctors accept that damn health care. What, are you going to take their license away? Probably in certain states they will. Guess what? You won't have any doctors left in your state. Why the hell would they stay in your state? If you're going to take their license away, if they do not accept your crap insurance. So an $85 office visit, you're going to pay $10? Wow, that doctor will be lucky if he can even pay for staffing his... I can't. I'm telling you. They just don't want anyone to have wealth in this country. Period. Except themselves. Oh my God. We will lose our value as people. We already have. Look at us. We've already lost it. Wearing our Shut Up America bands across our face. Yeah. And it's okay if you don't like my views. It's okay if you don't want to hear it. Turn the channel. Because unlike, like every YouTube creator out there, you get to put your content out there. What you believe in, what you don't. What you think is right, what you think is wrong. But if you're going to go out there and spread hate to try to hurt other people and then say you're this, you vote this way, no, you don't. You vote for tyranny. You vote for dictatorship. Because everyone has a voice. Every person has a voice. But if your voice is to destroy people because you're a miserable human being, it's going to come back to bite you. And if you're out there telling lies, they come back to bite you too. Everything will be exposed when this election's over. Everything. It'll be exposed. One way or another. And that could be why it's so crazy right now. All right, well, the Orange Man's about to do a live conference. So I'm going to let y'all go, see what's going on in this crazy country now. And you all have a good day, and members only. I will see you live tonight. Check the community page. If you're not a member, join. We're going to have some fun tonight. Yeah, click a link. It's in my last videos. It's somewhere in this chat. Please join, be a member. Let's have fun. Private lives, private chats, way funner than this public platform. Okay, guys. See you later tonight. Keep watching for that community page for the link. All right, bye, guys.